One last thing, Vortex. Before I go to bed, the dude that was hosting the mic tonight, where I did comedy at the Dab Bar, this mic that I had no desire to go to, but Ronnit really wanted to go to it, so it was really more about humoring her. Well, I'm pretty sure I'll be able to do an actual show at this place. And, you know, I might get a good turnout. I mean, who knows? Who knows? I guess I should talk to him about that next week. But anyway, this is all on film, by the way, so, like, if you want proof of it, you can watch it, because we have proof of a lot of stuff, right? But, yeah, at the last set that I did at this Dab Bar, after I finished performing, the dude that was hosting the mic said, "You make us all want to be schizophrenic." So, yes. Schizophrenia is fucking awesome. It is. But, you know, I didn't take the advice that I was told to take. And I mean, I've always followed my instincts. Well, not always. I should say for the most part. Like, 90% of the time, I would say I followed my instinct. And the other 10% was nothing but disaster, okay? The other 10% almost killed me, right? But, like, if I look at, like, all the decisions that I made in my life, like, even the bad decisions, like, led me to a better place. They led me to a good, like, plateau, maybe? But, like, yeah, I mean, that was 100%, like, schizophrenia. If people would say, "Oh, that's bad, you need to medicate that, throw it away, it's making me uncomfortable, you're too conspiratorial, you're crazy, you're not making sense, blah, 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 you're delusional." It's like, you have any idea how many people tell me I'm not crazy? I make a lot of sense. I make more sense than anybody they've ever met. I'm so smart. I'm the smartest person they've ever met. I'm a fucking genius for never upgrading my phone. You know, like, yes, I'm going to gloat about that because, like, my life is exponentially better than everybody else's life in Western civilization because of my lack of a smartphone. That smartphone is fucking deadly, dude. It's so deadly. And it's just so appalling. You know? It's so appalling to just watch people waste away on the internet. You know? I mean, that would be awesome if they were just, like, looking up the kind of articles that I read. But they ain't doing that shit, you know? They're just hooked. So, the goal was to destigmatize schizophrenia, and I feel like tonight I actually did. Because, you know, people were saying, "Man, I don't know anybody with schizophrenia." That's cool. That's cool. Like, you must be a high-functioning schizophrenic. Wow, you're really smart, and that's amazing that you can live on your own and all that shit. I'm like, yeah, well, you know, I earned this shit. I work for it. Unfortunately, like, we don't live in a society that, like, enables any of that. You know, like, they don't want people to learn anything on their own. They don't want people to, hold on a second, there we go. They don't want people to evolve into the person that God wants them to be. They don't want them to realize that they have the power within themselves to do all of the things that psychiatrists say they're going to help them do and don't. Now, other doctors, like, I have some kind of sympathy for, because, a lot of them, they got into the field hoping that they would help people, and I think it's really obvious that they're not, but, they just seem like they lack just as much awareness as their patients. But, psychiatrists, the reason why I'm so hard on them is because I don't have any respect for psychiatrists unless they're willing to denounce their entire practice and, try to encourage people to use holistic forms of medicine like plants. I feel like the writing's on the wall, and the wall is everywhere, and the writing is very, very blatant. But, people still don't want to see it. But I was able to destigmatize schizophrenia at a dab bar. See, I just need to get people high. Well, yeah, that makes sense because, yeah, like you said, they're well on their way to schizophrenia if they keep smoking weed. So obviously, like, there's something appealing about that illness if people are smoking as much weed as they're smoking. I mean, I'm pretty sure the dude said that too. God, is it Sam? Is that his name? I don't remember his name. I feel bad. But yeah. I definitely got to contact high though. Whew. But yeah, that was the first time that I ever, like, did that piano punk thing, and it actually worked. Because, I got, like, 10 minutes. Like, that's another cool thing about that mic, is they just let you go on as long as you want. Well, that makes sense, though. I mean, it's a dab bar. Time is irrelevant. Time doesn't exist, so everybody's stoned. So, like, why would they be like, no, get off the stage, But, yeah. It did not make me want to get high, like, at all. But, we'll see what happens. I'm not making any promises. I didn't, like, quit, I just taking a break. But will it be an indefinite break? I don't know, man. Only time will tell. But I already, like, feel like I'm really, really out there as it is. So I don't really need the aid of cannabis. Because technically I am the cannabis plant. Like, I'm always high. So, I might as well just constantly be walking around with, like, a giant marijuana plant. Because it's all up here.